Hello and welcome back to another episode of Cars and Engineering. In today's episode we're going to be installing a tyre pressure monitoring system. Stay tuned. Now, as I said in the intro, this is the tyre pressure monitoring system we're going to be installing today. It is basically a little bit of kit. It doesn't cost a lot of money, it's like £35. You get like a toolkit with some batteries and whatnot. You get the actual unit itself, which is very hard to get a packaging with one hand. There we go. And it tells you the PSI, and obviously it's telling me my front right is quite low at the moment. Good little trick is it's actually solar powered as well, or it's got solar power. If you see the little sunshine next to the battery on the right hand side, that means it's being charged via solar. This is a fit and forget product, but it's great because it tells you PSI, which is obviously where it says PSI, it tells you what tyre is reading what temperature as well. The little yellow dashes there tell you temperature, so this would be great for track because you can actually see the tyres warming up. It's also great for monitoring your tyres on road if they get a bit low in winter. If one's running a bit too hot, could it be because it's dragging a little bit because of a sticky brake caliper? It's a great little mod, I think. Should have fitted it sooner really. But yeah, I'm going to show you today how to install this. It should be a quick little video, nothing too dramatic or too long. So yeah, stay tuned. So also in the box you get a little toolkit. You get like a little sticky pad to mount on the dashboard. You get some spare batteries for the actual wheel sensors themselves. You get a sort of little spanner, and you get some half nuts to put on the actual valve stem itself. So that's the toolkit. This is the actual control unit itself, which is solar panelled. I'm probably going to put that up here, so as I'm driving I can see it. The plan is to move all this out of the way and custom 3D print an actual unit here. It's going to have some gauges. It's going to have oil temperature, oil pressure, water temperature, and maybe probably a lambda sensor or a air-fuel ratio mixture. And then what I was going to do, I was going to print like a slot on top so it could sit on top. So as I'm on track or anything like that, all my data will be here that I need to look at, and hopefully a boost gauge will be here as well. So that'll be my boost, and then I'll have all my tyre temperatures, all my tyre pressures, and then I'll have all of my indications of oil, water, and actual air-fuel ratio. So yeah, this is where I'll roughly be mounting it for now. I'll be able to sell the PSI, I'll be able to look at the temperatures. It'll be better in the dark because I think you can turn it on and off with the light. It has got a very annoying voice inside it, so I might take it apart and desolder the little speaker inside it, because that's going to get very annoying very quickly. So yeah, that's where I'm going to mount it. So yeah, let's take a look inside the rest of the box. Now you get the instruction manual, and then you get the actual wheel sensors. You've got front right, front left, rear right, rear left, and they're quite big if I'm honest, but they contain all the circuitry and whatnot to tell you what the PSI is of the actual tyre itself and the actual temperature. So I think they're like a bit of a trade-off with them, but it tells you a lot of data that is quite handy to know, especially on track. So yeah, I'm going to go outside the car now. I'm going to go and fit one and see if it updates the actual sender unit. Now this is the actual sender itself. You can see this one's flashing at 0.4 because I did test fit the front right one, and it's coming at 29 PSI, and that was basically bang on where it should be. So yeah, I'm going to go outside the car, fit the rear right first of all, then rear left, front left, and then rear right. Right, so this is the front right tyre of the car. This is the front right sensor. First thing you need to do is to pull off the old dust cap, put on a little half nut. Now you don't want to go too far because the thread ends and it'll just be pissing around in the wind at the back. And then fit your front right valve sensor. You hear the air escaping a little bit. That's on there nice and tight. And then the nut at the back, you have to loose, as if you were going to loosen it towards the sensor itself. And then using your little supplied wrench, tighten it up. And that is it. That is all you need to worry about. That is the front right installed. So this is the rear right. Again, take the dust cap off, put the half nut on, and then put the sensor itself on. It's on there nice and tight, and then with the wrench once again, do it up. Right, so here it is all set up. All 4 tyres are sitting on 34 psi. The temperatures are varying. The front left is 8, the front right is 10, the rear left is 9, and the rear right is 14. But I think after a little dry they should equalise themselves out. And I think it's parked in the sun. The right hand side was facing the sun, so I'm not surprised that the other 2 tyres are a little bit out. But yeah, it says give them a little drive, it should calibrate it. But like I said, it's going to go up here on the actual dashboard itself, so I can see it for now. I'm definitely going to be taking out that little speaker because it is the most annoying thing on the planet. But yeah, good little bit of kit. It tells you the PSI and the temperature of the actual tyre itself. So not bad, £35. I will link it down in the description. If I think it's worth it, I'll drive it for a week or so, then if it is worth it, I'll put the link in the description. But you also get, in the little spare bag, you get a few spare batteries, and they are for the actual receivers that go on the tyre. I didn't need to take them apart, obviously this video, but they are there for when they die. I've been told, or the manual says, that they last for quite a while. They are just CR 1632s. Yeah, if it focuses. They are CR 1632H 3-volt batteries. I believe they cost pennies, so they're not really an issue. But as well as the kit, they give you a little sticky pad that goes on here for you to stick places. So I'm going to do that now, and then see how it looks. I'm just going to quickly add and say this is the spanner that's needed to take them little receivers off. It will be kept in the car now, because if you ever have a puncture, or if you ever need to fill the tyre when you're out and about, you will need to take them receivers off, and this is the tool to do it. So yeah, that will be staying in the car now. Right, and there it is. As you can see, it's sitting quite nicely within eye view. Glance over at it now and then. Obviously I sit further back like this. But yeah, it's a good little bit of kit, I think. I'm going to give it a little test out, driving it to work for the next week or so. And as I said, the link will be in the description if I think it is worth it. If it's not, then I won't put it there. But yeah, keep your eyes peeled. Thank you very much for watching. As always, please subscribe, and I'll hopefully see you in the next one. Take care.